Allah and rise for the month of Ramadan. Oh Ramadan.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Dear viewers, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome in our program Blessings of Ramadan, and today we are discussing about charity, financial system, donation. So you may be thinking, oh my God, there are so many topics today. Why? No, the simple topic is the importance of zakat during Ramadan. So Ramadan is a month in which we understand that other people who are our brothers and sisters, because Quran says innamal mu'minuna ikhwa. So being a part of community, being a compulsory thought to perform our duties, keeping or continuing our relationship with the community, one has to perform his duties. There are so many people who don't know about the importance of zakat. They may be ignorant of financial system of Islam. This is a very special subject, financial system of Islam, which is read, taught and researched in the world, not by Muslim world, but also by non-Muslim world. Like in America, in Canada, there are so many financial institutions which have made serious efforts to understand how the Muslim world had established their financial system during the period of Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam through Baitul Mal, the financial institution or first Reserve Bank of Islam, and how they promoted the concept of equity and equality among the people. So today we will discuss about the important aspect of zakat and financial benefits of zakat for others. Let's see how our another brother who is participating with me today would say something about the importance of zakat. First he would introduce himself.
Jazakallah, thank you very much. I am Dr. Habib-ur-Rehman, associated with the profession of teaching, and have done PhD from University of Karachi in Islamic Studies. Well, as far as this topic is concerned, definitely this is the age where materialism is prevailing. Materialism means that every person is living for his own self. So whosoever is trying to earn his bread or accumulating the wealth, he is trying to do it for his own self, for his family, and for those people who are very close to him. Islam has given this broader concept for the benefit of a human being at large, but in the context of zakat, though this concept of zakat and this pillar of religion, it is confined to Muslims, that at least your Muslim brothers, those who are living with you in your society, and he is deserving, he is in need, he wants your help, so this money should be extended to him without any intention of gaining any kind of reward or expecting him to say thank you very much.
So this is mandatory, compulsory, essential. One who negates zakat, he would become murtad.
The incident of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu is there.
And Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he saved Islam. The greatest services rendered for the Islamic teachings, values and customs, and especially support from the government to take zakat for the needy people. The issue was not only to get money from the people. The issue was that how government is responsible to take care of zakat, and distribution of zakat itself is a greatest responsibility of the government. Second thing for us is to understand that while Quran says waqimus salat wa atu zakah warka'u ma'ar-rakin, waqimus salat wa atu zakah is onward. And second thing which to be kept in mind, that during Ramadan Mubarak, why people feel that they should pay zakat or they should give zakat. And the needy people also wait for the month of Ramadan that they will get money, and for rest of the year they would take care of their kids and their family members and others. Unfortunately, we are hiding things. And I don't know for whom we are saving this money. And why we forget that we could save our money and hide our money in banks, in our homes, but it cannot be hidden by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Another thing, that's the Holy Prophet ﷺ said, that you claim to own wealth, but the Prophet ﷺ said, your wealth is whichever or whatever you have put on, whatever you have eaten, and whatever you have given in the way of Allah. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, the remaining wealth is what you have spent in the name of Allah.
Yeah.
That is going to survive your name, that is going to survive your rewards, and that is going to survive all whatever you wanted to save for yourself.
Let's talk about some basic rules of zakat, and then we will come to different charities like sadaqat and khairat. So what are the basic rules of zakat, so that our brothers and sisters should know about that?
Well, the basic and the fundamental rules in this regard, that because mostly people, they just look for something that's at least, okay, we should have a certain amount of gold. Yes, 7.5 tolas of the gold must be there in the ownership of a person. But besides that,
for whole year?
For the whole year, at least, okay, the whole year must pass. The second thing is that sometimes people, they have lesser amount and quantity of gold, maybe, okay, 3 or 4 tolas. But on the other hand, they've got some other, maybe they have got some silver, maybe, okay, some dollars, some pounds, some Pakistani rupees, or any other currency. So if both are joined together, and now the amount it reaches to the price of 7.5 tolas of the gold, then he or she is bound to give the zakat. Has passed on that.
You know, it would be very appropriate to mention that one of the friend, he came to me and he said, how about zakat? Zakat, I have taken some loan from the bank, so I don't know whether should I pay zakat or not, because zakat for those who have already carrying loan is not applicable for them. I said, everybody who is living in America, most of the people, not necessarily everybody, but most of the people, they have taken loan from the government or mortgages from the government, and the system is a bit different from Pakistan and India. So if we accept this formula, so there is no need to pay zakat, and everybody would be free.
Even the billionaire will not pay a single penny,
because he is also
or taken, okay, borrowed some money from the bank.
Yeah, and some people who have a lot of money, but they declare, and this may be a false declaration to banks, that we don't have payments, or we don't have sufficient funds. So bankruptcy they file, unfortunately, and they want to show that since we filed bankruptcy, we don't have any big amount in our hands. So they have big amount, but they show themselves that they're empty-handed. They don't have anything in their hands, or they're out of pocket.
They themselves are destitute and needy to receive zakat money from others.
My goodness, why we are making this joke? And why we are making this lame excuse? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows whatever we have in our heart and mind. And He is not needy of your zakat. If you are taking care of poor people, so al-khalqu ayal Allah. So the creation is sort of a family of
Almighty.
And it does not mean Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has family. Sometimes people say, oh my goodness, you translate it into family. But this means that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves people so much, no care whatever from where we are. So let's talk about this reality. Why people hide their zakat and they don't want to even pay.
Here I remember the speech of Hazrat Junaid Baghdadi, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh. He stood up in front of a crowd and said, oh people, I wonder that you people keep accumulating wealth, and your wealth has gone so much up to the extent that you are not able to eat this wealth in your lifetime. So what you people are accumulating this wealth for? Why are you not ready to spend this in the way of Allah? Why are you not expecting Almighty Allah to bless you with your expenditures in His name? Because any single penny that is spent in His name, that is the wealth that can survive forever. But if you just multiplying your wealth and you are just accumulating it, you are just looking at the bank statement that you have got this and that much amount. So this is not the wealth.
So we should be careful about expenditure of zakat money, because there are so many people who say that they are really or genuinely needy and they need zakat money, but they don't need zakat. This is one category. The other is that institutions, they offer to pay us zakat and we will spend for this purpose and that purpose, but not necessarily every institution, but there are some institutions. So our brothers and sisters, they should be satisfied, and they should look into the matter to whom they are paying zakat, because zakat is a serious I would not say issue, but it is a serious responsibility to be paid to the genuine channel and the person who deserves.
Exactly.
So on the receiving end, if you are paying zakat without knowing to whom you are paying, it may create some other problems. So this is the one aspect of zakat. Second thing is that zakat, if truly speaking, that Muslim ummah, if whole of the Muslim ummah who has, mashallah, lot of money, if they pay properly zakat to the needy people, I believe that you would be searching for needy person and you would not find, and historical pages are witness
Umar
to
bin Abdul Aziz rahmatullahi ta'ala alayh.
You know, so you would be searching for, and you won't find a person who would be asking for zakat, subject to our intention. And sometimes we pay zakat but want to have advertisement of it. What do you say about that?
So then you are going to lose the reward, because this is a worship. If your show off is not allowed in your prayer, how come it can be allowed while you are going to make the payment of the zakat money?
Yeah.
You try to hide it. Yes, in case if you want other people to get motivated by your payment, then announcement can be made. But it is only for the photo session, or maybe okay, just for your personal introduction to the people that you are so much generous, and okay, you spend this and that. Okay,
Nabi Kareem Sallallahu never wanted to have this kind of intention or show or exhibition. What he did and how he says that if you pay something or give something from right hand, your left hand should not know about this. So this is the best way that a needy person who comes to you, his name, his personality, his family should not be disclosed.
Exactly.
Legally in America and Canada, there is a Privacy Act or privacy terms and conditions, but also throughout the world. This is before America and Canada. I believe that Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has introduced a system that privacy is most important in Islam.
Person must not be dishonored.
Exactly. So to whom we can pay?
Well, there are 8 people mentioned in the Holy Quran.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Al-Fuqara, in this context, okay, the first categories of the Fuqara, those who are the needy people. Al-Masakin, this term Al-Masakin is defined in different ways, but mostly, and the unanimous definition of this term is those people who do not have their shelter. Shelter means, okay, they are, on the one hand, they are needy for their food.
You mean like homeless people?
Shelterless people, homeless people,
Yeah.
those who don't have their own.
And then others?
Then the third category here, it is of those people who are collecting zakat, the zakat collector. And these zakat collectors were appointed during the lifetime of the Holy Prophet ﷺ by Prophet ﷺ himself. And today they are basically the government officials. So their salary can be taken from this zakat money, whatever they have collected in the name of zakat. So the fourth category, it is of those people who are to pay their debt back. They have to give back their money. They have borrowed loan from someone and now they are not capable for that. The fifth category is of those people who are in the prisons, imprisoned people, and they have no sufficient means to pay their money. Then the other category, it is of those people who are doing something truly and sincerely in the name of Allah. That's why this category is called Fi Sabilillah. And Fi Sabilillah, it includes many places and many persons and many institutions. So wherever you find the suitable person and suitable institution, you can pay this zakat money to them to fulfill their need.
So zakat people or the needy people have already been mentioned in Quran.
Here, okay, one category is left and I think we should discuss that first, then we will finish it. Any person who is rich at home, but all of a sudden, maybe while traveling or moving from one country and place to another, he now he is in need. Maybe he has lost his
your
money.
Message.
Yeah, the message. Okay, as far as the message is concerned, zakat is the backbone of the Islamic society. You don't have any deserving person living in your community to receive this zakat money from you. At least you look for the Muslim, those who are living in other regions or other countries, and they really deserve to receive this zakat money from you.
Zakat is an essential part of life, and we are responsible for this. We should not forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will certainly ask us about his faraid or the obligations. We can hide here, but we cannot hide from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And let's see the possibilities, whatever we did in past. But by now, we should realize one thing, that we should promise with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we would not commit this sin again, not to pay proper respect to the words of Quran, in which Muslims have been asked to pay zakat. Because this is right of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala upon you. And He has given to Muslim Ummah, this is delegation of power. And Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has instructed us to pay zakat properly and respectfully. Allah Ta'ala is greatest. He knows about our intention. I believe our ibadat, our prayers would be accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. By now, we should think and act. This would be, inshallah ta'ala, giving us more spiritual benefits. May Allah bless all of you. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Allah Hafiz and goodbye.
That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan. Oh.